Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in the previous class we have learned the formulas to find out the perimeter of a square and a rectangle. Yes, see what was the formula for perimeter of rectangle? It was 2 into L plus B, that is length into breadth, and to find out the perimeter of a square the formula was 4 into S. Now on the same formulas, let us solve some exercises. What is it? Find the perimeter of the following objects using the correct formulae. Formulae is nothing but formula only, children. Okay, what should we do? They have clearly instructed that we have to use the formula only and then find out the perimeter. If you look at the first question, it is question A. We are having a carom board and the lengths are given. What is it? It's 125 centimeters and 125 centimeters. Now this is a square. Isn't this a square? All the sides are equal. Yes, this is a square. So what will be the formula for finding the perimeter of a square? 4 into S. Yes, 4 into, now what is S here? S is length of any one side of the square. That is 125 centimeters. 4 into 125 centimeters. Now when we multiply 125 into 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10, 1 carried, 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5. 500 is our answer. 500 centimeters is the answer for this. The perimeter of the carom board with side 125 centimeters is 500 centimeters. Now coming to question B, we are having a frame here. And again, what is the length of the sides that is given? It's given as 15 centimeters. See, for these two it is 15 only. Again, this is also in the shape of a square. It is also in the shape of a square. So what will be the formula again? 4 into S, that is equal to 4 into what is S here? The length of the side, that is 15 centimeters. 4 15s are 60. So 60 centimeters is the perimeter of the second figure. Understood, children? Coming to question C. Now in this figure we are having a monitor or a TV. We are having two different lengths. One is 52 inches and the other is 30 inches. Now this is in the shape of a rectangle. It is not a square. The length of the sides is different here. Yes, so which is the length and which is the breadth? As I have said earlier, length is the larger side. So 52 is the bigger measurement here. So 52 becomes the length and 30, that is the smaller side, becomes our breadth. Understood, children? This is the length and this is the breadth. Now how do you find out the perimeter of this TV screen? 2 into L plus B. The formula for finding out the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Now let us write the values of L and B. L is 52 plus B is 30. 52 plus 30 is equal to 82. 2 into 82 is 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16. 164 inches. Don't forget to write the unit of measurement, that is inches. As in the question, the length of the sides is given in inches. We have written inches in the answer as well. So the perimeter of this monitor with length 52 inches and breadth 30 inches is 164 inches. And coming to question D, we are having a snake and ladder game whose the length of the sides are given. See here, this is in the shape of a square. So what is the perimeter of a square? 4 into S. 4 into what is the value of S here? S, that is the length of the side, is 10 inches. So 4 into 10 inches is equal to 4 tens are 40 inches. Is this clear, children? The perimeter of this snake and ladder board is 40 inches. Coming to question E, again this is a box, pencil box, which is in the shape of a rectangle. So what will be the Formula for rectangle 2 into L plus B. Now what is the length here? Length is the bigger side, that is 18 centimeters, plus what is the breadth? It is the shorter side, that is 7. 2 into 18 plus 7. As I have said earlier, first solve whatever is inside the bracket. 18 plus 7 is equal to 25. Now 2 into 25 is 50 centimeters. Yes, the lengths are given in centimeters. So the answer is also written in centimeters. So the perimeter of this box with length 18 centimeters and breadth 7 centimeters is 50 centimeters. And coming to question F, we are having a box. This is a greeting card. This is a greeting card whose length, which is in the shape of a square. So the perimeter would be 4 into S, that is equal to 4 into, what is the length of the side here, children? It is 24. So 4 into 24 is equal to 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9, 96 inches. 96 inches the perimeter of this squared shape greeting card is 96 inches. I hope this is clear how to use the formula of perimeter of square and rectangle. Now coming to question 2, find the missing sides in the following figures. What are they asking us? To find out the missing sides. If you look at question A, the perimeter is already given. The perimeter is already given. And if you look at the object or the figure given, it is a square. It is a square. So what is the formula for perimeter of a square? 4 into S is our formula. And we already have the value of 4 into S. It is 48. 4 into S is 48. And what should we find out here? We do not know what is S. We do not know the value of S. 4 into S is equal to 48. So how much will S be equal to? If you remember word problems, children, when I say 4 apples cost 48 rupees, now how much will 1 apple cost? How did you find out? The total divided by the number of apples. Yes, 4 into apples is equal to 48. This is what we can write, right? So what is the value of 1 apple? What is the cost of 1 apple? What did we do? 48 divided by 4. In the same way, we have 4s is equal to 48. We want to find out the value of only s. So what should we do? We should divide. We should divide 48 by 4. S is equal to 48 divided by 4. When we divide, 4 ones are 4. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. 8 brought down. 4 2s are 8. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. So when we divide, 12 is our answer. So S, the side, value of one side is equal to 12 centimeters. Is this clear, children? 4 sides are equal to 48. Then how much is one side equal to? 48 divided by 4, that is nothing but, what is it? 12 centimeters. So the value of S is equal to here 12 centimeters. Coming to question B. Perimeter is 30 centimeters. Perimeter is 30 centimeters. The breadth is given as 3 centimeters. The length is not given. We have to find out the length. We have to find out the length. First, what is the formula for perimeter? 2 into L plus B is equal to, what is the value that we have? 30. Yes, again 2 of this is equal to 30. Then only L plus B will be equal to how much? 30 divided by 2. So L plus B is equal to 30 divided by 2, that is 15. Now from this L plus B, we already have the value of B. L plus B is equal to how much? B is equal to 3 centimeters. L plus 3 is equal to 15. If you remember, children, one of the addends is missing. How did you find out the addend? We subtract the addend from the sum. L is equal to nothing but 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 is equal to 12 centimeters. So the length of the given rectangle is 12 centimeters. Is this clear? 2 into this is equal to 30. Then only L plus B will be equal to how much? 30 divided by 2, 50. Now from the L plus B, we already know the value of B. It is 3. Now L plus 3 is equal to 15. So what is the value of only L then? Yes, one of the addends, we are having two addends here, but we do not know the value of one addend, but we already know the value of the sum. So how to find out the addend, missing addend? L is equal to sum minus the given addend, 15 minus 3. So L is equal to our 12 centimeters. It is the length of the given rectangle. We are finding out the missing numbers here. Yes, in question A we found out the length of the side, that is 12 centimeters. And in question B we found out the length, that is 12 centimeters. Now again we are having two more examples here. Perimeter is equal to 32 centimeters. Again this is a square. So 4 into S is equal to 32 centimeters. Now S will be equal to how much, children? 32 divided by 4. S is equal to 8 centimeters. Yes, finding the side of a square is a little bit easier when compared to finding the side of the rectangle. We just have to divide the perimeter by 4. Divide the perimeter by 4, we will get the length of the side. So here S is equal to 8 centimeters. Now coming to the last question, that is the perimeter is given as 80 centimeters. Now this is the perimeter of a rectangle. This is the perimeter of a rectangle. We know that its perimeter is 80 centimeters and length is 10. P is equal to 80 centimeters, length is equal to 10 centimeters. We have to find out the breadth. What is P? 2 into L plus B is equal to 80. So L plus B will be equal to 80 divided by 2. So L plus B is nothing but 40 centimeters. This is what we know. Now from that we already know the value of L. Length is 10 centimeters. So 10 plus B is equal to 40 centimeters. Again, as you already know, here one of the addends is missing. To find out, we subtract the given addend from the sum. 40 minus 10 is equal to 30 centimeters. The length of the breadth of the given rectangle is nothing but 30 centimeters. I hope this is clear, children. Breadth is equal to 30 centimeters. So this is how we use the formula of perimeter of square and rectangle to find out the missing lengths. And these two are for your homework, children. Please try solving at your home. Perimeter is 150 centimeters. The length is given, the breadth is missing. Again for question F, the perimeter is 104 centimeters. The length is given and the breadth is missing. Both are our rectangles here. Yes or no? Both are rectangles. You have to find out the length, the missing breadth of the given two rectangles. Answers for this should be the breadth will be equal to 15 centimeters and for question F the breadth will be equal to 50 centimeters. So try solving on your own and check with these answers. If these are the answers that you've got, that means you have solved the question correctly. Okay children? 15, what are the answers here? 15 centimeters and 50 centimeters. Now moving on to the next topic, that is area. Till now what did we discuss? We discussed about the perimeter of square and rectangle. Now what is the chapter name? The chapter's name is both area and perimeter. As we have done with the perimeter part of square and rectangle, let us learn about the area of square and rectangle. Now what is area? Place different objects such as a book, paper, eraser, etc. on your bench. Each of them occupies certain region on the bench. The amount of the surface or region covered by an object is called its area. What is it? Suppose this is a bench, children. Okay, I know this does not look like a bench, but just imagine that this is a bench. Now on this I have placed my eraser. Now this eraser is occupying some space on the bench, yes or no? See, this whole area is occupied by my eraser. So this is called as the area of the eraser or the given object. See, even when I am talking also, what am I saying? This area is occupied. The word area means the place or the amount that the given object is occupying. For example, see, this is our eraser, right? What is the perimeter? What did we learn about perimeter? This bordering line. The bordering line is nothing but the perimeter of the given object. What about the area? Area means the space it is occupying. That means this inside part, the whole thing will be called as the area of the given object. Understood, children? The border will be called as our perimeter. The border length will be called as the perimeter, and the inside part between the borders, whatever space we are having, that will be called as our area of the given object. This inside part will be called as the area of the given object. Now for example, if you take a room, yes, this bordering, if you walk across the room like this on the borders, that means you will cover the perimeter of the room. But inside the room, whatever place we will be having, that will be called as the area of the room. Understood, children? The main difference between perimeter and area. Perimeter is just the border line. Area is actually the amount of space occupied by the object or the amount of space in the room. Now why do we need to learn about this perimeter and area? Is this anyway useful for us, for the perimeter and area? Is it useful in our daily life? Yes. Suppose again, if I have a room in which I want to place so many tiles. Understood? Or I want to paint the whole room. Understood, children? I want to place tiles like this, squared shape tiles. Now to find out how many tiles I need, I have to find out the area of this room. Yes, depending on the area, I will be able to find out the number of tiles I need to place inside the room. Now in the same way, if I am having a little garden in my house and I want to place a fence. What do I want to do? I want to place a fence around my garden so that nobody will enter into my garden and harm the plants. So to know how much fencing will I need, I should know the perimeter, that is the border line. What should I know? I should know the perimeter of the garden, that is, so that I'll know how much fence will I need to cover the whole garden. So like this, the area and perimeter are used in our daily life, children, in many situations. I've just given 2 examples. In many situations, we use the area and perimeter to solve our daily life problems. The amount of surface or region covered by an object is called as the area. In your previous classes, you have learned how to find out the area of certain figures by counting the number of unit squares they occupy. For example, the area covered by the doormat shown here is 28 square units. Now what are they saying? What is the area? Area is all the space that is occupied by the object. Now from this, we already know, we had this type of counting squares for perimeter also. Yes, Now this is the length of each side is equal to 1 centimeters. So what will be the perimeter for this? If we count the number of sides here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22. In total it is having 22 sides here, that is equal to, each side is equal to 1 centimeter. So the perimeter becomes 22 centimeters. Now coming to area, that means how much space is it actually occupying. With the help of these squares, we want to find out the number of squares this doormat is occupying. How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total 28. If you count the number of squares occupied by this doormat, it is completely occupying 28 squares. So the area covered by the doormat shown here would be 28 square units. If you observe, we are mentioning the SQ here. SQ means square. SQ units. What is the unit of measurement written? SQ units is nothing but square units. The area of the given doormat is 28 square units. Why is it 28 square units? Why? Because it is covering 28 squares. Isn't it or not? It is covering 28 squares. So the area of this given doormat will be represented as 28 square units. It is very simple, children. Perimeter is just adding the boundary lines or the length of the sides of a given figure, but area is actually the total amount of surface that is covered by the given object. Now this welcome mat here is covering a total area of 28 square units. It is occupying 28 squares here. Is this clear? Now coming to the area of a rectangle. Rakesh wants to put tiles on the floors of different rooms of his home. Find the areas covered by tiles in each place by counting the number of tiles. The floors in all the rooms are rectangular in shape. Now find the length and breadth of each floor and fill in the given table. What are they saying here? Our Rakesh wants to put tiles. What are tiles, children? See, are you looking at this here? Little squares, colorful squares. Now these are nothing but the tiles. We use tiles in our bathrooms, kitchens, and in all our areas. On the floor, we place tiles. So our Ramesh here wants to place tiles in both the in different rooms of his house. First, what should we do? What is our task? Find the areas covered by tiles in each place by counting the number of tiles. Now this is the representation of the floor of drawing room, and this is the representation of the floor in kitchen room. First we need to count the number of tiles. How many tiles are there? That is the number of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In total we are having 20 tiles. For drawing room we are having 20 tiles, and when we come to the kitchen room we have 24 tiles. So in drawing room we have 20 tiles or 20 square units. The area of the drawing room becomes 20 square units, and when it comes to kitchen, in kitchen we have 24 tiles. It is nothing but 24 square units. Now find the length. All the floors in the room are rectangular in shape. So also find the length and breadth of each floor and fill the table given below. What should we do? First we have found out the number of tiles occupied, and also if you observe, what is it, children? If we observe the given, so let us find out the length and breadth of these rectangular rooms. What is the length here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length is equal to 5. And what is the breadth? 1, 2, 3, 4. Breadth is equal to 4. For the drawing room, length is 5, breadth is 4. The total number of area by counting squares is 20. Yes or no? See, we have a total area of 20 tiles here. So the total area by counting squares is 20. Now if you look at this column, this is saying L into B. What does that mean? That means we have to multiply the length and breadth. Length is 5 and breadth is 4. So 5 into 4 is equal to 20. L into B is nothing but 20. Now what are you observing here, children? These two columns are the same. L into B is equal to the area that we got by counting the number of squares. So that means the formula to find out the area of a given rectangle is L into B. Understood? L into B is equal to the area of the given rectangle. So the formula to find out area of a rectangle is L into B. Let us look at the kitchen. What is the length here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length is equal to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breadth is equal to 4. Length is 6, breadth is equal to 4, and the total area by counting squares was 24. Now again, what is L into B for this kitchen? 6 into 4 is equal to 24. Again, L into B is equal to the area by counting squares. Now from the table we can observe that the area of rectangle obtained by counting the squares and the product of its length and breadth are the same. Therefore, area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. What are we observing? The product of length into breadth. Product means the answer upon multiplying. So the answer upon multiplying length and breadth is equal to the area by counting the squares. Therefore, we can conclude that the area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. What is it? It is nothing but length into breadth. Again, if we let L be the length and B be the breadth, then the area can be written as A is equal to L into B. A means area, L is length, and B is equal to breadth. Is this clear, children? What did we learn today? We learned the area of a rectangle. Area of rectangle is given by the formula capital A is equal to small l into small b. Remember to write A in the capital letter and L into B in the small letters. L is length and B is breadth. What is the perimeter of rectangle? It is equal to 2 into L plus B. Area is equal to L into B. Is this clear, children? Area is the total surface covered by an object. Perimeter is just the boundary line. This is the perimeter and this inside part will be our area. And we'll end our today's class here. Yes, we'll discuss about area of square and also we'll solve exercise problems on area of rectangle and square in the coming class. Yes, children.